Welcome back to Abranale channel. I'm all excited. There are 10 tools we are going to unfold today and using the data of various population data and all that. I have taken the data from Wikipedia and I will keep the link in the description also as well. From that, what I have done is I have just converted the data and keep the data, copied the data from that Wikipedia. I'll keep the link in the description and then I pasted in the Minitab. And these are all the tools which we are going to learn today, right? And I'm all excited that whenever you have a data, the very first thing what we have to do is we have to identify the data type, right? That is extremely important. So what I will do is actually I will just make it very very simple for you. Maybe I will write it like discrete data and variable data. I'll make it simple. So discrete data in this case, like city, C1, C2 is a discrete data. Discrete mean whether you can count and classify, right? Population data comes in C3. I'll keep it here just for information. And density, and again, is a variable, C4. And literacy, again, we can say because it's a ratio number, we can still say that variable data. And then how much sex ratio per thousand, right? So this also yet again we can say it's a variable data. And then come back to main language, the languages we have that we can use it like C7, and then the tools are just for the learning purpose, and we can say it is the data of discrete. So that means 4 discrete data we have and 4 variable data we have, right? If you wanted to know more about the discrete and variable data, I will keep the link in the description so that you can do follow up. Okay, let's start. And I have all the city name associated with the states, and we are going to unfold what's the uh, deeper analysis of statistic. We are going to do it very simple, yet we're going to do it very very fast, right? So first topic is Pareto. To do a Pareto, go to stat, go to quality tools, and go to Pareto, and I'll give F3. So that means all the value will go off, and I'm going to keep that value as defect or attribute data. I'll keep the detail as, let's say, cities. Okay, and then I'll keep it like population. And do not come, I will keep it like everything because there are so many cities are there, and I will keep it like 90. Okay, so now this is too much data and very very clumsy and all that, right? What I will do, instead of cities, I will just map it under state. It will be better. Okay, fantastic. So in terms of, this is a stat of 2011, right? And maybe the number currently may be very different, of course. And now it is 2000. The data which we are talking about is very very old. 2011 data we are talking about. Okay. And so what I'm doing is, so these are all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 values are there which is contributing 80%. What I will do, I will go to reference line, I will add like 9, and it is contributing to 80%, right? I'll keep this one here. Until Madhya Pradesh, we have high population. So first one in Maharashtra, the second one according to this is, so this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 17 million we have. So like this, you have the data, and then this is the Maharashtra, UP, Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Telangana, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. So when it comes to the less population area, include Punjab and Simantra and Jharkhand and other things. So it comes in others. So what I will do, I will just give it like do not combine. So it will give you even more. So all this has been also been there, right? And similarly, so this is the first experiment we have done, Pareto by language. So for the language, so I have what I've done, for example, Karnataka speaks Kannada, Hyderabad speaks Telugu, and Ahmedabad speak Gujarati, and Chennai speaks Tamil and all that, right? So it has been mapped. All the cities been mapped, and then small the some value is being done, and this is the value. Let's see by language factor what is the top one. Go to stat, go to Pareto, go to quality tools, of course, go to Pareto, right? And then you can give F3, and then you can take main language, that is C10, and then frequency you can just add it, that is total, and you can give okay. So Hindi is the most one, and you can see that Hindi 32 percentage, and Marathi is 18 more percentage it gets added, and then Tamil you have 90 percentage get added, Bengali and so on and so forth, right? If you wanted to see 80 percentage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, right? What I will do, I will just keep the reference line, I'll keep the 7, and here I will keep it 80. So these are all the top languages of India: Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, and Punjabi, right? So easily we can get to know that. So now let's go back to this one again. This may subject to change because we're talking about city wise, right? And this is also an old data. And let's say this is done. We have done this both the one. And let's go to IMR one. IMR also we can do, right? Go to stat, go to quality tools, and go to IMR. Let's say you want to do by population, and then you wanted to stamp by the state example, because we have so many cities. Let's say we can do that. So you can see that in terms of population also you can find it, right? And let's say this is very not very neat, and let's say you wanted to keep it like literacy percentage in a state wise, if you wanted to do. So this is the literacy percentage also, you can easily find it out, right? So this particular stage does require more attention, that is UP, and most of the other, say for example, if you say this one, 97 percentage literacy, but overall we can see that 85% and an average literacy for India, and between 67 to 100, right? So this is what we can easily see. That same literacy we can also play around in terms of the density and all that. Okay, so this is also done. Let's go to multiple regression. Multiple regression, why we are saying is because we have how many variables we have? There are 4 variables we have, and of course we can absolutely do multiple regression. So what I'm doing it, regression, and then you can go to the fitted one, and here you can take the population, and then you can also keep it like density example, and then you wanted to divide by states, right? You wanted to see by states, and you can also do it by cities also. Okay, so much big the equation it has given, and you can see here it has also given that okay, so it has given the nice equation, and we'll see that which is the significant and all that. So Bihar 45 not significant, not significant in anything is in terms of population, nothing is insignificant. Population and density are not correlated, and even the and then we also use a categorical data as this one, so it is not correlated. As you can see here, 11% is very very weak correlation. But however, density is correlated with the population, but density alone is a correlated, but in terms of states not correlated and all that, right? And maybe we can change that module also as well. Let's say we can remove, we can just go for a stat, and now I'm going to do it only single one. Maybe I'm going to find out, let's say, why the population, and then let's say you wanted to do it by density. Only two factor I'm keeping it, two variables I'm keeping it. So again, once again, it's not correlated, very weak, very, even the density is higher also, population is higher, and population high density are not correlated, right? So this is also done. Another one, The same thing, scatter, 3D scatter we are going to do. And this is very, very interesting, right? Let me show you. Yeah. So 3D scatter, right? This is particular. I will also use 3D. So you can go to graph and you can go to 3D one, and with group also, of course, you can take. And let's say I will keep it F3, and so that I can perform it one more time. X is, let's say we are talking about population, and Y, okay, Y we can keep it as a population. Okay, that's okay. Because we already know that population density is not correlated. What I can still do it is, still I will take this one, and literacy I will take it. And I mean, the Y I can take it literacy, and then density I will keep it in factor, because we know that these two are not correlated. So you can see here the literacy rate here. If these two, what it suggests is, if these two are higher, the density and the literacy rate is higher. So the more population requires more people, and these two are not correlated, but we can easily see all three factor in a frame. Okay, this is also done, right? And now I'm going to do a contour plot. So go to graph and go to dot plot, and then you can see here a population x-axis, y-axis literacy and density I have given, and you can see control plot also ready, right? So here strongly this is the one, and population, having this population 5 million population. This is the one area where density 5 million population. This is the density, and this is the literacy rate between here and here. So it also gives that also. This is also done. And let's say area graph. Area graph, you have to go to graph again, and you can go to area graph, and you can do by populations example. So this is the populations, right? So the largest population to smallest population is a test come. So this is also done. And then I'm gonna go with the time series. I can just take graph, and I can go to time series plot, and maybe simple plot I can do. And again, I will take it for literacy example, because this is a variable data. So here actually the literacies are there. The lowest literacy also we have, and highest literacy also we have, right? So this is also time series also done. And then box plot is going to be very interesting. And box plot where we can get the vital informations. I'll select group because we are going to divide a lot of things. Let's say population divided by, let's say, states. It comes very beautifully. So this is the one. The populations, for example, take Karnataka, take UP, right? So it has given by population. So it also has given, you can see here, for example, Telangana, what is the quartile one value, median, quartile three, interquartile range, and all that, right? And similarly, what I'm doing it, I'm just removing it, adding cities. Lot of data it will come. So almost the values are not visible, right? So maybe what I can do, I will stick to state because a lot of data is there, and I will just keep okay. Let's say you wanted to add another element. Let's say along with the states, you wanted to add, let's say, what the main language they speak, right? So this also you can get to have. Again, it's a huge data. What I can do, I can just keep it simple. So I will keep it simple. I will can find out directly the main language or the population. This will be the interesting one. So you can see Gujarati and Hindi, and again because it has been split various way, and Kannada and then Telugu and all that. So it is box plot. This population, this is the main language what they speak. Okay, and similarly, so this is also done. let's say histogram. There are many ways we can do. One through the graph we can do, one through stat, we can do. Let me go directly to the stat, because we'll also get to know the what is the whether the whether the file, whether the population is having the normality and all that, right? So I'm just checking it. It is not normal, because the value is less than 5 percentage, and then is a very much positive skew. You can see positive skewness is 3 plus, and cutoffs and all that. So it is very much positive skewed, but very less cities we have that is having the more population. Okay, this is also done. And bubble chart and marginal one. This is also interesting chart. You can go to bubble. Sorry, you can go to bubble chart, and with group we can take, and then you can take x-axis is what population, and y-axis is the density example, and bubble we wanted to do it by literacy example, right? Give okay. This is what it has given, the population and density, and then literacy rate and all that, because it is literacy is very small percentage, it is not coming up well. And what I'm doing it is that literacy I will keep it here. So this is not a variable data. The best I can do is that, okay, what I can once again do it, I will keep the population on, because these two are more or less correlated, and then maybe the panel I can keep it literacy. I think this will be a better picture. Yeah, this will be the better picture. And then what I will do, not the literacy one, but the main language I can keep it. Sorry, main language is here. So you can see here. So Gujarati is predominant is there, and Kannada, all that it is easily you can see with respect to this one. Again, you can play around with this. Let's say you wanted to add this by category, also you can do. This is also a wonderful example, right? How many language, which is the predominant language, all that you can easily see that also as well. Similarly, this is done, and marginal plot also we can do one last one. So marginal plot, and maybe we can have a different things, and then I'll go with the dot plot. And X is population I will take, and Y is that I will take it literacy an example. Okay. Okay, so you can see here the literacy percentage and the population percentage is easily it has given, right? So I hope you find this video very informative and useful. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have wonderful day ahead. I'll keep the link in the description so that you can take a follow up. You can also trial out this